Grand Rising, Grand Rising. Peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and blessings to the universe. All praises go to the Most High. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. I am Queen. If you're new to my channel, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Ashe. And also hit that notification bell. I'll be trying to get my energy up, y'all. And for this video, I have to say for entertainment purposes because I'm going to get really deep. Y'all ever heard of that story, The Tortoise and the Hare? When I was little, when I was younger, when I was a kid, this story, everyone knew this story. It was put in a book. It was taught as a lesson, okay? And the moral of the story is that slow and steady beats the race. So the hare was the rabbit. The rabbit was fast. And the tortoise is the turtle. The turtle was moving slow. So, woo, y'all. Trying to maintain. People wouldn't know that I have pain all the time. But I have to tell this story. I have to get this message out there. So let me continue. So the rabbit, which is the hare, he was fast. He said, I'm going to beat the tortoise, which is the turtle. He said, the turtle is slow. The turtle is not going to beat me. The turtle is not going to win this race because he's slow and I'm fast. So the turtle was just taking his time, going slow and steady. And he wasn't even mad. He was happy. He was happy to be in the race because he was a tortoise and he moved slow. And then the hare decided to take a nap. He said by the time he wake up, he said he could still beat the tortoise. So he went and took his nap, and the tortoise went on by him slow and steady while he's taking his nap. And the tortoise, which is the turtle beat him in the race. And when he woke up, he tried to run and he tried to beat the turtle, but the turtle already was crossing the finish line. Slow and steady beats the race. So when I was younger, I was different. I always been different. Nobody talked to me. Nobody took the time to understand me. I was just a loner. I was a latchkey child. I played by myself unless, my cousins were over. And when I was 7, we moved to a neighborhood. I had a friend that I would play with, but when she wasn't home, I was still by myself playing. So I was different. I was quiet, but I was very intelligent. I got awards, and my mother used to come to my award shows and everything. I was in spelling bees, all kind of things. But it was like when I got older, my mother forgot these things, okay? And by the time I was in 5th grade, she stopped coming to my things, but I was still intelligent. I was still smart. I was making A's and B's. And we all done had C's before. And if you go back in my video, I had one time where I had F's, but that didn't make me not intelligent. I just had to get back on the right path, okay? So, when you don't hear someone and you're like, huh? They would consider me as being slow just because I'm like, huh? Okay, I didn't hear you the first time, and just because I asked huh, that does not make me slow. And they really didn't take the time to spend time with me, so of course you're gonna think I'm slow. But my friends, outside of strangers, nobody ever called me slow except for my family. And it started with my sister and my cousin, and then from there, my mom just went along with it because my mom and my sister were like this. And anything my sister say, my mama, she with it, okay? So I was a loner. So they call me slow. And also, I'm telepathic. I don't like to tell a lot of people this. And when they would ask me questions, I'll just like stare at them and I'm like, they're like, are you going to answer my question? I'm like, I'm answering your question. And when I got older, I realized what was going on with me. I'm like, okay, spirit's like, you got to speak with your mouth, okay? Everybody is not like you. You got to speak with your mouth. So I started speaking with my mouth. And when I started speaking with my mouth, they wanted me to shut up. Okay, so just because of the things we went through, they wanted to judge our situation. They used our situation to judge us. They called us slow. They thought we was not incapable of things, but they didn't even understand what God was doing with us because we received the prophecy in 2016. We knew what was going on and we was having faith and we was trusting in the Most High. Because if we didn't trust in the Most High, where would we have been, okay? So, slow and steady beats the race. We tried. We tried to wake them up. We tried to tell them things. But they were thinking we're trying to change their religion. They're thinking we're the devil and all kind of things. And there was actually a time through our journey where we had to live with my mother, okay? And when we lived with relatives, it was not good. It was not good because they took our situation, they took that time when we were down to mentally abuse us. And they didn't, and I would always say, I said, God, forgive them because they know not what they do. They just looked at me and my family as being bad because we were going through a bad situation. And once again, I'm slow. I'm slow. So there was a time we was staying with my mother. I told her, I said, do you not know Beyonce and Jay-Z? They like top notch in that industry. I'm like, the devil is real. My mom goes, oh, Beyonce ain't the devil. That's a church girl. She grew up in the church. I looked at her like she was crazy because I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, it was reminding me of Noah's Ark, okay? How the people was laughing at him while he was building the ship. And he was telling them it was going to flood. And they was laughing and picking at him and thinking he was slow. So I'm like, okay. I'm like, what can I do with that? I have to leave it alone. I have to let God do it, right? I have to let God fix it. So she's like, yeah, she's not demonic. She grew up in the church. And I started speaking to my husband about this. I'm like, dang, I don't know why I'm getting these messages about people in the industry. I don't listen to Beyonce none. And my sister was a big fan of her. And I'm like, I don't listen to that. So all the things that we told them, like the veil been lifted and I know that they're seeing and we don't talk to them to this day. Because when the universe, when you get that key, you're gonna find that the universe is gonna push out all things that is not serving your purpose. And we couldn't elevate. We couldn't elevate with our family. They were more like a burden. And it's sad to say, but yes, that's like they were like a burden. We couldn't elevate. It's like they had us by the leg pulling us down. So I was telling her about the celebrities and she rejected me, right? Started talking to my husband. I'm like, I don't know why I'm getting all these messages about the industry. And then as time went on and I learned and elevated and got more messages, I said, oh, wow. And then you have Diddy and they're putting him out there. And I'm like, it's many of those, okay? It's all a distraction. It's all a distraction. So slow and steady beats the race. I'm that tortoise and they the hare, okay? Because I'm really not slow. I'm faster than them, but I have discernment. And a lot of people are lacking discernment. A lot of people who believe they are religious are lacking discernment. A lot of spiritual people are lacking discernment. So when you're listening to your music and everything, don't forget that they're all joined together, okay? Don't forget that it's chanting in the background. Don't forget that, how can I say this? When you talk about selling souls and all this, just go watch The Devil's Advocate. That's a 90s movie. And that right there will seal the deal for you. You'll get it, got it, done. Go watch that. Then you'll see exactly what I mean. So when you talk about the Rain Man and you talk about the industry and everything, and you see Beyonce, I'm getting ready to speak in code, okay? You see Beyonce in the White House and all these celebrities in the White House, and you like, oh, they in the White House. You didn't see that before. It's because they're all joined as one. They all work together and they all work together to stay up. The devil only cares about himself. And if it's up to the devil is only going to save himself or herself. The devil comes in all different disguises. And so when I left away from them, things started coming out. I remember that video. They called Beyonce and they called her Demon Face. I know y'all remember that. And I said to myself, wow, I said, what they gotta say about this? They thinking about me now, huh? So many things started happening. I'm like, they thinking about me now, huh? They called me slow. They thought something was wrong with me. They told me I needed help. I got all the help I need, and that's the Most High. Yes, I got all the help I need, and that's the Most High. But slow and steady always beats the race. I always remember that. Them people were too fast. They thought they were quick on their feet. They thought they had it all figured out. But God had me sitting and He had me watching. They be like, why she so quiet? Why she so quiet? Because God says, bite your tongue. The Spirit only let me speak when I'm spoken to, when it's time to speak. And God don't let many people get close to me. He don't let many people get close to me. I know it's so many things they done saw since I left. But I won this race. That's what I do know. And when you have it like that, you better remember the story of your job. It's not, things aren't always as they seem. They aren't always as they seem. Even through the things I went through in my life, I knew that. So that's why I do not question God. I just keep moving forward. Because when I cross that finish line, I know I won the race, okay? I know I won the race. But just remember that. And y'all watch out because things get ready to get real, real serious. God said, God said, when everyone is going through, you're not going to be going through. When everyone is down, he said you're not going to be down. So always remember that word God tell you, because he always come through. You don't win that race. Just know that. Y'all have a great day. I am Queen, and that's my message for today. Ashe, ashe, ashe.